In the big battle for southern India in Telangana, will the Muslim vote be the X factor? I'm Barkha Dutt. You're with the Mojo Story. Our special election analysis continues, and today we look at the southern state of Telangana, where Muslims make up 13% of the state and impact about 45 assembly segments. Now, this is a very interesting battle because in 2018, Muslims of Telangana voted in large numbers for the TRS, now known as the BRS, the KC Rama Rao-led party. The MIM has also been a partner of KC Rama Rao. But this time, the Congress is assiduously wooing the Muslim voter. The Congress is also alleging that KCR and Owaisi are hand in glove in some covert way with the BJP. The BJP, meanwhile, has lifted its suspension of one of its most controversial MLAs in the Hyderabad area, known for his anti-Muslim speeches. As the Muslim vote is courted, can it swing the outcome of this election, which was slated to be triangular, but now many believe that it is headed to be a direct contest between the BRS and the Congress party? Let's introduce our guest on the program today as we look at how the Muslim vote may pan out in Telangana. Joining us from C Voter is senior political analyst and psephologist Manu Sharma. Welcome back to the program, Manu. Joining us from the Congress party is its leader and spokesperson, Ram Mohan Reddy. Good to have you with us, Mr. Reddy. Also joining us from the BRS today is Mr. Bhanu Prasad Rao. Welcome to the program, Bhanuji. Namaskar. Joining us from the BJP today is Venkat Anna Nukala, from the senior leader of the BJP Telangana. Good to see you on the program, sir. And joining us from the MIM today is Advocate Adil Hassan. Welcome to the program, Adil ji. It's good to see all of you. And I want to actually start with Mr. Ram Mohan Reddy of the Congress party, because the party has a minority declaration this time, but it's targeted not just at the Muslim voter, but also you've clubbed Muslims and the backward classes, and BRS, KC Rama Rao is attacking you for this. How do you see the Muslim vote playing out this time, Mr. Ram Mohan Reddy?
Because we have a top priority of welfare to the minority, Barkaji, and we are also covering all the sections, not only the minority, but also all the backward classes, as well as scheduled tribes and scheduled castes as well, because all our declarations are for their welfare, development and upliftment and empowerment as well, right? So this time, after seeing so much of pain or sufferings from past 1 decade, this time all the minorities would like to see change. Because in the last 2000 elections as well, the BRS party, alias then it was the TRS party, who said they are striving their level best to increase the reservations, that they will fight with the center to increase it to 12%. But all those promises were like in mud. So people here in Hyderabad or the rural districts of Telangana, actually the pulse of minorities is quite different. Because when it comes to the proper Hyderabad, where we are seeing little MIM influence factor, they are like inclined towards MIM, but the rest of the places in Telangana are inclined towards Congress. Earlier, it was the inclination towards BRS, but this time it's a clear sign that Muslims, minorities are favoring Congress party.
Okay, let me bring in the BRS leader before we go to the others. Mr. Bhanu Prasad, how do you actually respond? We have seen that the Muslim vote overwhelmingly catapulted your party to power in the last election, but this time you must have seen the memes that the Congress has released across the city, where they basically allege that the Prime Minister is quite literally the puppeteer, and KC Rama Rao and Asaduddin Owaisi are actually close to him. How do you see this allegation? These are the kind of images you see across Telangana today. Is this hurting you, the allegation of being close to the BJP among the Muslim voter, Mr. Bhanu Prasad?
No, they are trying to, Congress is trying to establish that we are close to BJP or we are associated with BJP. But the people of Telangana, particularly the minorities of Telangana, will never believe that. In the last 10 years, whatever the benefits we have passed to the minorities in particular, the literacy rate in minorities are comparatively very less in Telangana. But in the last 10 years, we have tried our level best to establish various residential schools for minorities, and we have drastically improved the literacy rate, and we have a number of students have been enrolled in these minority residential schools. And not only these, but in the last 10 years, we have spent almost 14,000 crores from the budget to minorities for various welfare schemes.
But Mr. Bhanu Prasad, while the numbers do indeed show that you have always picked up a sizable chunk of the Muslim vote, as is the Congress, the allegation today is that your party has voted with the BJP or on the BJP side in many of the central legislations, and that, you know, post-poll there could be an understanding between your parties. Do you think that's hurting you with the Muslim voter?
No way. The Muslims of Telangana will never believe that. We have categorically said that we will never go with BJP. We are maintaining equidistance with Congress and BJP, and we are going to emerge as third front. We are going to emerge as a third alternative for these two Congress and Congress-led India team and BJP-led NDA team. We want to establish a separate group in entire India, not only in Telangana, but a secular front we want to establish in the entire India.
Okay, let me get in Mr. Venkat Nukala of the BJP at this point. Mr.
And
okay.
They are very clear in their stand. They are very clear in their stand, and they know what sort of benefits they got from our government.
Let me bring in the BJP perspective with Mr. Venkat Nukala of the BJP. Now, obviously, the BJP is not quoting the Muslim vote, but the BJP will count, Mr. Venkat, on polarization. And you have lifted the suspension of one of your most controversial MLAs, Raja Singh, who was actually suspended for his anti-Islam, anti-Prophet speeches. He is back today. Can we show images actually of Mr. Raja Singh? Please do go ahead, Mr. Venkat, on how you see the Muslim vote and how you see the kind of counter polarization that the BJP is attempting. Venkatji, can you hear me? Okay, I don't think Mr. Venkat can hear me. So let me, as his connection gets better, bring Manu in before we go to Advocate Adil for an overall perspective. If you look at the numbers, the Congress and the BRS both have always picked up a sizable vote share of the Muslims. But without the Muslim vote, and it impacts 45 seats, as you know, the BRS could not have formed government. How do you look at it playing out this time? Do you sense a significant shift of the Muslim voter?
Hello.
Yeah, Manu. Manu, you're muted at your end. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Apologies for that. So regarding, the shift of voters, or as to where the voters may go in this election, I like to offer this working hypothesis that we are currently grappling with. And it goes like the Muslim voters in not only in Telangana, but rest of the country, in all the states, are voting as per an algorithm that we may say the perceived political distance from BJP. Now, how does it work? If in an election, BJP is not in the fray, then, no problem. Then you just look at who all are there in the, reckoning, and you vote for whosoever you want. But let us say if BJP is there and it can become a viable force, then what happens is that instead of the old tactical voting of the yore, whereby the minority voters would pick up, let us say, the most the candidate most likely to defeat the BJP and then vote for them. Instead of that, now what we have is that they observe that the political distance of a party from the BJP. A very good template is Bihar, whereby there are two Janata Dals, RJD and JDU. Now, JDU has had these on and off alliances with the BJP in the past, whereas RJD has never. So RJD, therefore, has an advantage when it comes to the polls if JDU and the BJP are either allied or the JDU is contesting separately. If they are in alliance, RJD and JDU, then this becomes null and void. Similarly, in Telangana, because BRS and Congress are contesting independently, but perhaps the perceived distance of BRS from the BJP is lesser than the Congress and the BJP distance. So that may have some kind of an impact, which will not be perhaps positive.
In terms of the counter polarization by the BJP, Manu, how do you see that unfolding with the Raja Singh back in the fray?
Well, you see, counter polarization will definitely be there, and it could accentuate this shift, of voting along the community line, because you have a hierarchy of issues that every voting segment votes by, and the moment certain political tripwires get activated, it leads to a polarization. So there could be a significant chance, but it will all depend upon, let us say, the kind of prominence, the kind of role, and the visibility that such individuals may enjoy.
Mr. Venkat Nukala, if in case you can hear me, I'm going to make an attempt to get the BJP perspective, and then I'll go to Advocate Adil. But you're on mute at your end. Please unmute yourself and go ahead with your comments if you can hear me.
Mr. Venkat? I am getting your voice.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Ma'am, Adil here. Adil here, ma'am.
Okay, Adil, you go ahead. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my issue is that Congress should name Indian National Muslim Congress, because Congress can't survive without Muslim vote. Every time they want Muslim vote, but they don't do anything for the Muslim community. This is the biggest thing Muslim community get. They always ditch Muslim community. This is the reality. From Babri Masjid, from rights, from minority program. Why only minority declaration in Telangana? Why not in Rajasthan? Why not in Madhya Pradesh? Why not in Chhattisgarh? Why not in Mizoram, Karnataka? Why only they want to appease the Muslim during election? Why not a concrete plan by the Congress party? Why not AMU Kishanganj funding for Kishanganj? Why not AMU that was planned by Congress in Rajasthan and Maharashtra, but they didn't give a single penny? It's reality that Congress always wants to appease the Muslim community. Rahul lost in Amethi and the Muslim community helped him to get elected from Wayanad.
Right.
My concern is that why
those are very interesting questions, and I want Ramohan Reddy of the Congress to react to it. These are interesting questions. Why isn't there a minority declaration in a state like Rajasthan? And this is minorities plus backward classes. So why have you kept it for Telangana? And very interesting coming from the MIM that the Congress should be rechristened an Indian Muslim Congress party. Do you want to briefly respond, and then Adil can complete his point? Ramohan Reddy?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. First
Ma'am,
of
in
all,
Telangana, there is already...
Adil, hang on. Let Ramohan come in, and then I'll come back to you. Ramohan Reddy. Yeah.
First of all, I would like to thank Adil for showing his true face supporting BJP directly in the show as well. Because see, here in the opposition, though both like in ideology as well as the power, it is BJP here. They are not fighting against it. That is what the problem here is. All the minorities are well aware that what MIM is doing, even in their headquarters located constituency, they are not fielded their candidate. That is the Raja Singh's constituency, which is Gosha Mahal. So my straight question is, why MI has not fielded its candidate there in Gosha Mahal? What is the understanding between BJP and MIM? Why this parde ke piche ka relationship? See, when they can't fight and all this, when BRS, which is very well known like B team of BJP, which always supports them in central level, and BJP supports them in every corruption aspect, then there is a clear understanding between BJP and BRS. And MIM supports both BRS and BJP and fights against Congress.
But you haven't but you haven't answered the question he asked you, Ram Mohan, which is that there is a kind of vote bank politics that you are playing. Respond to that.
Ma'am, Congress is a secular party. It is not like a communal party. Not unlike MIM and BJP, Congress is a secular party, and we keep everybody's interest, and we will safeguard them. And keeping that in mind, we will design our political algorithms from state to state. Very clear. Okay. But all the interests of the communities will be covered.
Okay. Let me, I don't know if Mr. Venkat of the BJP can hear me, but let me get Bhanu Prasad to respond to the allegations made by the Congress party. Venkat, if you can hear me, let me first get a comment from you because you haven't managed to speak at all. Venkatji, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, go ahead.
So the question is, I can't hear you properly from your end, Barkhaji, and thank you very much for this joining you, our Telangana friends. And this is the situation is now in a triangle fight in Telangana, and particularly BJP, BRS, and also Congress party. So what the parties are doing here, it is every party is secular. So secular means what gentleman is saying that, so that secular party is doing good or other parties are not doing good means the MIM itself is the party itself is included the word of name Muslims, but never been with other people or other communities they represented, especially in Hyderabad city and other parts of that Hyderabad what's that surroundings. But this is the situation in Telangana now. It's gone to beyond the limits, which is last 10 years BRS party is in power. But now it's situation, I feel that it's going to be hung in Telangana. And what you asked about that Muslim voters, polarization of the Muslim voters is going to be different, because after
I also
that.
asked Venkat, I also asked about revoking the suspension of a leader like Raja Singh, who basically has even been pulled up and reprimanded by the court for his hate speech. Isn't that an illustration of the BJP wanting to counter polarize in the Hyderabad area?
No, that's that his words are not deeply understand the people of any parties or any end, but particularly Raja Singh was representing maybe the Hindu community or Hindu community activities in the Hyderabad state, but every part of that they have their right to do in Telangana state. But Hyderabad city particularly, only 6 or 7 constituencies MIM is leading that their polarization of Muslim voters. But now Muslim voters are changed after Tribal Talaq bill in the parliament, and so many things. Educated and qualified Muslims are supporting other parties, like even what gentleman said, Congress party or BJP or other parties. So they are not with MIM only. So the reality of that Telangana state now is people realize that who is who, what is what, and the election is.
But do you agree that someone like Raja Singh should represent your party? Your party only suspended him for a reason, right?
No. Because of the court reasons he was suspended. But other than that, he was the party leader and party representative and party MLA, and he was the one only elected 2018. Thereafter, that number has gone up. But now situation is really different, Barkhaji, because Telangana state is entirely every time only 10 years time to any party they have given opportunity to be lead the government and lead the state. But now things are going other way around, and other parties can do really good in Telangana state other than BRS party.
Before I bring in Adil, I just want Manu to come in on with one quick comment. If you look at the results of the Greater Hyderabad local polls, it actually shows you something quite interesting. The BJP in 2020 did quite well. So the BJP would be hoping for that kind of counter polarization. But instead, what you're seeing in the state is this collision between two sets of non-BJP parties. What does that do does that reduce the impact of the Muslim vote that would have taken place in other elections? Or does it increase?
Okay. So like I said, that the tactical voting is getting elevated to now party level voting. It used to be earlier at the candidate level. So these very results represent that phenomena. So what happened here was that few people thought that the BJP was a viable entity, and they voted as per, their traditional or legacy choices. So what happened that perhaps the voters who are heavily opposed to the BJP did not vote en masse to, one entity or the other. And that's why you see a pretty fairly distributed electorate. And that's why BJP also did well. But now in this round of election, there is a higher chance of people realizing that and voting with, any of the two sides not allied with the BJP. And what would that voting choice be defined by? That's the, algorithm that I previously alluded to. And I think that will be the defining factor this time.
Okay, Adil, go ahead. Let's start taking last comments. Adil, go ahead.
Ma'am, my concern is that BJP can go with alliance with any of the party. Even they can go for Pakistani Awam League. You saw the alliance with PDP and National NCP for Satta. BJP can go to any extent. And BJP will this time not cross 10 seats in Telangana. This is reality. And KCR has done a remarkable job for the minority community. 12,000 crore rupees budget for the minority community, and 6,000 crore was invested on education. And BJP without talking Mandir, Masjid, Pakistan, Biryani, Shirwani, BJP can't do anything. They can't talk on development, employment, infrastructure. It is reality. And we are supporting KCR just because that we know we saw Congress earlier and we saw BJP also. Both are same. There is one constituency, Manukanda municipality, BJP and Congress are alliance. BJP, they both are in the vice chairman is from BJP and Congress is the chairman. The Congress don't want a minority force to get established, because in Telangana there is AIMIM is a minority force, is the voice of Muslim community.
So you are accusing the Congress and the BJP of a tactical understanding. You are accusing the BJP and the Congress of having a tactical understanding.
Ma'am, it was understanding in 2019 only. BJP wants hung assembly, so can Amit Shah can do his horse trading system. Mr. Amit Shah is expert in this. So BJP, but my concern is, I am telling, please note it down. BRS will come with minimum 76. They don't need any support. BRS will come with a good majority, and 70 will be. And BJP will not cross 10 seats in Telangana, and Congress will be under 30.
Okay, we'll compare your numbers on actual counting day. Mr. Venkat, before I give the Congress leader the last word, if you want to respond to this, that the BJP that was hoping to be at least party number 2, the resurgent Congress has made that difficult for you. How do you respond to that, Mr. Venkat?
Ma'am, I will tell you this way. BJP born 6th April 1980. And other than the one gentleman, he is here, maybe senior in, other than the other 3 gentlemen are never, I think those gentlemen are not born maybe that time. In 1980s itself, I am originally from Warangal district. 4 constituencies belongs to BJP. Parakala, Vardhanapeta, Hanamakonda, Shayampeta. BJP won so many seats those days into, especially in Telangana area, 11 to 12, 13 seats. And after all, when Telugu Desam party was born, the BJP has joined with BJP, the Telugu Desam, and thereafter BJP was independent. But still BJP is fighting for the cause is nationalism, and nationalism is the most of the districts and most of the places, not even Telangana, even in Andhra Pradesh, same situation. They are going to work for only communities wise, only not communal wise, but it was pinned down to only the BJP is a communal party, but it's not that way. But what happened with MIM and what happened with other parties?
Yeah, let me give Ramohan Reddy a quick last word. Ramohan Reddy?
Sorry?
I'm just getting the Congress spokesperson to react to what you've said, Venkat. Ramohan, please.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Adil being an advocate should know the meaning of this alliance first. So where did Congress go in alliance with BJP? Why should we use such words? Okay, that's a crap. And the second point, it is the statements from the BJP High Command saying that, they are willing to remove this 4% of reservations to the Muslims here in Telangana as well. This is the big breakings. See, on one hand, when BJP makes such serious remarks against MIM, they fight against Congress party. And they do support, saying that, BRS is going to get 70 seats, which is the B team of BJP. So all this nexus, if we just connect the dots of MIM, BJP and BRS, people of Telangana, especially minorities, are well aware, because even all this Dawate Iftar of all this minority welfare fund is being misused in the names of poor Muslims
30 seconds.
or minorities. All the fund is being misused, ma'am. Yeah. There are big petitions pending in High Court. So, minorities are very clear, and they have come up with a clarity saying that this time they are going to vote for Congress party.
Adil, quickly, and Bhanu, then Bhanu. Yes, Adil. Quickly, last 30 seconds. I'm closing the show now. Adil?
Yes, ma'am, BJP and Congress, without taking AIMIM name and Owaisi Sahib name, they can't survive in Telangana. This is the reality. The lowest minority budget in Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh for the minority. And they are talking about AIMIM in Telangana because they don't want Muslim community to get empowerment. Rahul Gandhi have to shift to Wayanad. He can't contest in Amethi. He don't have that much courage to contest with Mr. Modi. In 186 seats, Congress lost 171 seats with BJP directly. correctly.
Okay,
So
Mr.
Rahul Gandhi has don't try to talk on MIM or Muslim community. It is reality.
let Bhanu add, and then Ramon and Manu can have last words. Yes, Mr. Bhanu.
2004 to 2014 period, during 10 years of Congress rule, they have spent only 400 crores for the uplifting minorities and for the minority welfare. They have spent only 400 crores. Whereas during last 10 years, we have spent 14,000 crores. You can see the difference between these two governments. So definitely people of minority community will definitely stand by BRS party and KCR. Definitely we are 100% confident, and we are seeing that in the ground level. And during our campaign also, we are seeing a tremendous response from the minority people from wherever we go. Definitely we are confident that the work we have done in the last 10 years will feature.
Ramohan, quickly.
Ma'am, it's a false statement. See, they are referring to the allocations. It was not implemented. It was not implemented. They are referring to the allocation, just like they also allocated for Dalit Bandhu of 17,000 crores in the last year budget. But when it comes to implementation, it was zero, a big zero. Kindly understand this. From past 3 years, all the Muslim minority students are facing this fees reimbursement problem, and there is no single rupee budget has been allocated for this overseas education. So why these? Why these such big lies on live debates?
Okay.
No, sorry for you.
Okay, Venkat, I have one quick question for you. Can there be an understanding between the BRS and the BJP after the elections, if needed, Mr. Venkat?
Yeah, BRS and BJP never come together, Barkha ji, and because BRS policies are different from BJP policies, and BJP is a senior most party, and even not only in Telangana, even around all over India. So particularly BJP is doing great part in especially inside India and outside India. We are learning so many things going into that, especially economy wise, education wise, and any government, even state government or central government, especially they will have to provide whatever that education and also health and also people's living standards taking up. So this one, any government is coming to the power, they will have to look into that part. That is very important for the governments and peoples. That's the reason Muslims also realizing, and they are going to vote for BJP as well. It's not, there is no longer like a secular or non-secular. Secular word has been introduced by Indira Gandhi in 1970s. It was not before when India was independent. The secular word is not there at all. After 40 years, 50 years, they added. So this is the
why they wanted to remove
reality
4%
is any
reservation.
part of the world.
Yeah,
especially
of course. Yes, the BJP.
This way, which is that education, health, and also people's living standards.
Okay, Amit Shah has
so
of
that's
course
very
said
important in that part.
I'm just trying to speak to say that, of course, Amit Shah has said that the BJP will remove religion-based quota, while the BRS has spoken about increasing it. The Congress is a minority declaration. Religion-based quotas, of course, can be struck down by the Supreme Court. It's important to be factual because there is no such space for religion-based quotas in our constitution. Manu, very quickly to you, what do you see as something you'll be tracking in the Muslim vote?
Okay, so first thing, and this is for all the political friends out there, people vote according to their sentiments, which may be grounded either in reality or in perception, or sometimes a mix of both. Now, the reality bit can be effectively dealt with, rectified by announcing policies, making pronouncements. It's the other part, the perception, that requires authentic communication from the political players. And I think that's where some parties with their marches across the country are perhaps communicating more to the minority, I would say, sections of the electorate. And that is something that they may want to look at, and we are also looking at it.
All right, we will leave it there at the end of this feisty debate, thanking Mr. Bhanu, Mr. Venkat, to Ramohan Reddy, to Advocate Adil, and of course to Manu. Remember, Muslims make up 13% of Telangana, impact 45 seats. So the politics of polarization and counter-polarization may not be exactly what determines the Muslim vote. It is actually going to be a contest between the BRS plus Owaisi versus the Congress party for the Muslim vote. And the BJP leader insists that Muslims can also vote BJP. Those days are over. The results will tell us on the 3rd of December. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And to our audience, thank you for watching. See you soon. Mojo Story has always made a commitment to its viewers to go to where the story is. And as you can see here, we are at the epicenter of the Israel war on Gaza. We are right at the front line, about 1 mile from the Gaza Strip, as the Israeli military gets ready with its tanks and its gunners to begin its final frontal assault that will take troops into Gaza. As we said, we are not like other organizations. We believe in giving you all sides of the story objectively and as much as possible from the ground. And that's exactly what we're doing here, covering the biggest global story today from the epicenter of the war zone. So please, we need your support. Support us, become a Mojo member, subscribe to us, spread the word, and thank you for your support.